Good evening, Crimson Tide Nation, and welcome to the 43rd edition of Alabama Primetime Live from yours truly, Jackson Johnson and Trevion Ware, as we'll be going over our takes on the inside talk before the Rose Bowl Thursday afternoon. And let me tell you something, folks, it's going to be a fun, wild ride. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, doing good. One day closer to game day, just loading up, just enjoying some of this pregame talk from these Alabama players as Alabama officially landed in Pasadena, California last night. Indiana did the same as well. So just hearing some players on both sides, hearing some players on the Alabama side and things of that nature that we hadn't really heard from. We'll get into the part of that later, but that's officially the team right there, landing in Pasadena, California last night. Kalen DeBoer and company officially, like I said, getting to the Rose Bowl and getting things started. So, almost 48 hours till game day. So very excited about that for sure.
Oh, we're getting closer as we know it, and this just shows that we're getting officially close. I'm excited just looking at it, and it's just like it's gonna be a huge win right there. And everybody's just kind of getting out of the bus, getting ready to go to their hotel rooms, go party. Oh man. But yeah, it looks like to me there's not looking like there's a whole lot of rain. There's not any rain really in LA.
Yeah, we had some rain projected in the forecast yesterday. Of course, that may change over the next so or so days, but so far it's been sunny skies in Pasadena, California. I haven't got any reports of rain or anything like that. But all that matters is what happens on game day. So we'll be monitoring that around the clock, and hopefully we can get some good reviews on this weather and get some some sunny skies by kickoff.
Oh man, like it's like everybody's just kind of getting their stuff out, and
yeah, like I said, everybody just getting ready to, like I said, just getting their feet wet in Pasadena, California, getting their minds mentally ready to go to war against this well-coached Indiana football team. And we'll be hearing from the players shortly here in a little bit, just talking about, how they're feeling and things of that nature. Two important players we're about to hear from right now. Got Josh Cuevas. He was one of the first players to speak last night in Pasadena, California, to reporters, and just got to hear some of the stuff he said.
Oh, there he is. There he is. We're gonna go ahead and pull this up.
Now they're the best of the best. I mean, I legit broke my foot in the middle of the season and came back same season. So, I mean, that's a tribute to them. And I mean, I'm ready to go for this game. And given that we've had a little bit extra time to prepare, a little bit extra time for guys to heal up and stuff like that, it's going to be even better.
When you have that injury, was there any doubt in your mind that you wanted to try and come back at some point this season?
Absolutely not. If there is a will, there's a way. And once they told me that, it's not something that's surgical, it's not something that's super serious or kind of long term, I was like, okay, let's get to rehab, and we're going to rehab it hard. I'm feeling great. I mean,
it feels pretty good to see that Josh Cuevas is doing all right. He's doing a lot better than he was in past weeks.
Yeah, definitely good to hear Josh Cuevas speak up for himself and really just let everybody know what's been going on. Me, myself, I didn't know he was going through that with the broken foot and things of that nature, but that's just a credit to Alabama's medical staff and, just everybody in that department, and the diligent work that they do. So I'm just happy to hear that.
Josh go through the last couple of
But now this is LT Overton, Alabama's edge rusher that's missed the previous
and I even
two
asked
games.
a million times, how are you feeling? Feeling good? Was it hard for you to go through the last couple of weeks not playing, and how anxious are you to get back out on the field?
Oh, yeah, of course. Receiving that shocking news, it's tragic for everybody. But I had a great group of guys around me and family support. And just hearing that news, God give me another opportunity to get back on the field. Just love it. I'm shocked with the excitement.
How's the trip been so far? I know you guys got in last night, but everything been good?
Oh, yeah, everything is good. love LA. It's different dynamics out here, but so much to learn.
Yeah. And I even asked.
There we go.
Yeah, you got it, Jackson.
Feels pretty good to hear these updates, to see that everybody's doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely important to get LT Overton back. Like I said, he had missed the previous 2 games, missing versus Oklahoma and misses versus Georgia. And Alabama felt those losses. They were able to get some production out of Keon Keeley and some younger other players in LT Overton's absence. But for him to be back is very big. So definitely was happy to hear he was one of the first players to speak in Pasadena, California, like I said last night. So those 2 are very good telltale signs as we grow closer to kickoff. We also heard from some others, heard from Ty Simpson as well. Got some bites from Ryan Williams. Got some bites from some unheard players like the other quarterbacks in the quarterback room, like a Keelan Russell, like Austin Mack. We're about to hear those bites soon. As soon as Jackson gets them pulled up here.
Oh, here we go. We got the clip from Ty Simpson talking about all the noise.
Yeah, absolutely. I know the week before the SEC championship, we didn't put our best foot forward. And everybody knew that due to the circumstances, but that's not an excuse. So, we had to, prove people wrong again. And so, all the noise of, just us not being a good team, us not being tough, us, shouldn't be in the playoffs, right? Like it made us feel some type of way. And they would come out with a win, and then it's the same thing, this week, like being an underdog and playing against the number 1 team, right? Like you gotta love that. That's why you play college football, why you come to the University of Alabama. Yeah, absolutely.
Just hearing that from, like I said, our quarterback. That's been the theme of this football team for most of this postseason. Having that underdog mentality. Them going into Norman, Oklahoma last week, they kind of channeled that, and that kind of carried the day and helped them come back from 17 down. And now we're here in the Rose Bowl, and they're being doubted again. And to hear that from the quarterback, the leader of this football team, kind of take it personally that the Alabama Crimson Tide are being doubted in the Rose Bowl, touchdown underdog. I think that's pretty big. So I'm very happy to hear Todd Simpson continuing to echo those same sentiments, because they're going to need that Saturday. Thursday. They're going to need that Thursday for sure. So good to hear that from Todd Simpson for sure.
No doubt. And we obviously have a message. We've got Brian Williams discussing his sophomore season as well on AL.com from the Alabama side of it. Let's give a listen to it.
Honestly, this year has been a lot about growth for me personally. Deal with some things personally with injuries, just a lot of things. And, just continue to be resilient. And thankfully, I have a team behind me, my family and this university that, continue to believe in me. But, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbow. So it's just whether you call it a sophomore slump, whatever you call it, I know who I am. And I know whenever the time is right, my performance will, be what's best for the team. And I'm just thankful to be here. Honestly.
What you think, Trevion?
Yeah, just a real humble version of Ryan Williams right there. Not even calling him Hollywood, calling him Ryan Williams, because that's really what he's just had to really just realize. He had to just really just be humble, and I really think that's a big thing for him to admit that as a young player, and kind of just put his best foot forward. He hasn't been playing his best ball. He's heard all the noise that he hasn't been the same player from year 1 to year 2. But the fact that, like I said, him just being humble and him be accepting his lows and just putting his best foot forward to be the best receiver he can for Alabama football moving forward. I think that's big, and I'm hoping that best foot forward can show Thursday in the Rose Bowl versus Indiana, because as we discussed last night, Ryan Williams has caused a lot of problems for this Indiana defense just off of his athleticism alone, his after the catch ability. I don't think any DBs and any in the secondary can keep up with him, but it's just about him catching the football and everything psychologically upstairs being together, so he can be the Hollywood version of Ryan Williams that we know. So for him to say that, I think that's big, and I'm just happy to hear that he's putting his best foot forward. Yeah.
There we go. And yeah, we have a clip also from Hunter DeSaver where he was asking Austin Mack and Keelan Russell about their plans for next season, but I personally would just wait until after the game, but to each their own.
Yeah.
But let's give a look at the let's give
right now.
Let's give a look.
Right now I'm focused on this moment. We're in the Rose Bowl. I got to be ready. I got to be ready to play on Thursday. So just knowing that I'm one play away and being ready for my guys. Right now I'm staying here for sure. I'm roll tide all the way.
There you go. Roll tide all the way. Love it.
Yeah. Just to hear that from both of our quarterbacks in that quarterback room, two hungry competitors that are ready to step in at any moment and lead this Alabama offense. I think that's big. And like you said, I personally too think that those questions should have been waited till after the game, win or lose. More than likely, like I said, not win or lose, but you get what I'm saying. If they would have lost, then I could understand why you're asking those questions. But still the same. It's good to hear from both quarterbacks that they're planning, to still be with Alabama football, to still in the moment and stuff like that. We also got Ryan Williams too. Going back to Ryan Williams, he was also asked today about there's been some speculation about with his sophomore slump, would he enter the transfer portal and stuff like that. And, he quickly shut down some of those speculations too. I think that's pretty big because, just to see where his head is at, he's not throwing in the towel, nothing like that. He's still, he's still committed to Alabama football. Looking for that clip now.
It's like Brian Williams in the transfer portal. That
was just a lot of noise. That's all.
Oh yeah, complete total noise. Let's go ahead and find that. Let's go ahead and find it, shall we? Because I just don't really understand when people say that, but it's just. I know like there's a lot of stuff going on within the portal, but I just do not see that happening. And there it is from AL.com. Here we go. There it is. He was asked about the portal, what his plans are. There we go. Alabama through and through. Let's go.
Yeah, he said I'm not going anywhere else. So, like you said, the kid plans to, fight through these tough times, these lows, and work it out and be the Alabama receiver that we know he can be. Like literally, it's not that we don't know that Ryan Williams isn't a good football player. This has already been confirmed. We already know this. So it's really just about him putting it all together and putting his best foot forward. And as we heard from him earlier, that's what he plans to do. So I'm excited just to see what we're going to see from two, hopefully on Thursday, but in 2026 for sure, because I definitely think for all the lows we saw from Ryan Williams this year, it's going to be hella highs next year for sure in 2026. So I'm just excited for the kid overall.
Oh, yeah. And, he talks about like growing as an individual and learning opportunities. And, talked a little bit about, where it was just so funny where it's, asked that question about whether he would be going to the port. He's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, he shut that down quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we're just happy to happy to get the confirmation, even though I already knew. I didn't believe none of the portal rumors anyway, but just ready, just happy to hear that Ryan Williams is on board for 2026. So on.
Oh, here we go. And we've got some coaching staff, some of our coaching staff talking at the press, going into the Rose Bowl as well. Got some more clips from Cover Crimson. And as a matter of fact, we've got Kalen DeBoer talking about Ryan Williams. Let's go ahead and hear what he has to say, shall we?
When it comes to Ryan, he had such a big year last year as a freshman. I know that you can always have more, but there's just been a nonstop level of just work that he puts in. And, his attitude. You know, people can always say stuff, but they don't know. You know, when you're there with him and you see the smile, the work, the team first attitude that he has, you can't help but root for him, whether it's as a coach or whether it's as a teammate. Man, I just love the guy. The guy is super talented, and it hasn't been the perfect year, but you know, everyone in this room, all the players, I mean, I know that they have nothing but love and giving the support that they have, because every day when he steps on the football field, he's trying to overcome and help us be better. And I know that's what he's done the last week and a half. And he's going to have a game like he's had at different times where he goes off. And I'm just waiting for that moment, because when it is, it's going to be awesome. And we're all going to be super happy for him. And I know that it's coming sooner than later.
There we go.
Yeah, like the board said, it's coming sooner than later. That's just really how I've been feeling about Ryan Williams in general. Because like I said before, the talent's there. We've all seen it. It's all been confirmed. Just with last year and some of the flashes we saw this year. I know that the kid is explosive. I know that the kid, after the catchability, he's one of the best in college football. So just like I said, it's just about him putting it all together. And I think that's just big with Kellen DeBoer still having that faith and trust in the kid that he first met in Tuscaloosa, the kid that we saw that took the world by storm versus Georgia. So hopefully we can get that kid back, like I said, versus Indiana on Thursday, and that would be a real big boost to this Alabama offense. But we'll see on Thursday. But now just getting like I said, the players got to Pasadena and everything. They did a lot of talking, but finally got on the football field and did some practicing as well. We were able to see Alabama practice today for the first time in Pasadena as well.
Oh, there we go. We're talking about practice. There we go. Let's go.
Talking about practice, like Allen Iverson talking about practice, baby. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. Oh man, let's go ahead and find that. Let's go ahead. There it is. There. Okay, okay. I've got the clip of Jet Tamala and Cedarion Morgan practicing with Alabama ahead of the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, but we gonna wait on that because
there it is. Taylor DeBoer in Alabama at El Camino College.
Yeah, like he said, got the clip of Jet Tamala and Cedarion Morgan, but we got the main guys right here, the vets and stuff like that. That's Kevin Riley back. Got the services of Kevin Riley back. That's Ty Simpson right there, working with AK Deer, and that's Ryan Williams going through the fundamentals, catching the football. Derek Meadows right there. Good sign to see Derek Meadows. Got a real good report that a lot of this Alabama football team is the healthiest been all season. It's kind of hard to think about a team being healthy after 15 games, but looking at that injury report last night, that's probably been the cleanest it's been all season. So, like I said, it's just good to see this Alabama football team go through practice and stuff like that. Slot Cedar Brooks right there, Hero and Norman. Ryan Williams catching the ball, looking the ball in. Good. So, liking what I'm seeing for sure on this practice film for sure. Looking at all three of our talented quarterbacks.
Oh, here we go.
And that's the young kid right there, Jet Tamala, a four-star quarterback in the class of 2026, early signee that Alabama brought in. That's Zay Mincy on the defensive side of the ball. Our playmakers, Zay Mincy, Ivan Taylor right there, five-star cornerback in class 2025. Cam Dewberry right there, stabilizing things up front for Ty Simpson in the gang. Rico Scott, just so many familiar faces on this Alabama offense. Everybody looking good. Like I said, this probably been the most that we've seen this Alabama offense, defense, special teams, just the whole team in general be healthy, because saw the injury report last night. Not too many, not anybody on there, really. Not anybody. Both teams, Indiana and Alabama, having pretty clean injury reports going into this game. Other than the guys that were previously out, other than not excluding season injuries, we already knew about those. But everything looking good overall from an injury standpoint. Like we said, we just saw a lot of clips of the team practicing offense and defense, liking what I'm seeing less than 48 hours from the Rose Bowl almost. So just excited for sure.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's going to be fun seeing what we'll be bringing on Thursday. And, just seeing the practice film just gets me excited, just gets me even more excited. But I will say, what gets us more excited? Hearing about some magic from BOCFB Bets. Trevion and I know a guy, and you know a guy, ladies and gentlemen. Guy's name is Mark Rogers, and he's going to tell you about all that magic. Hit it.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.
And that's why you go to Mark Rogers, Steve Dace, Matt Zemek, Corey Bratta, and Steve Merrill for those holiday nuggets and the Under the Radars pick of the week. All righty, so we've got some transfer portal updates, especially with Cam Howard leaving us and Brock Montgomery leaving us. They feel like, well, greener pastures aren't in Tuscaloosa, but we'll find someplace elsewhere. Trevion, what'd you think when you heard the news about Brock Montgomery and Cam Howard?
Just hearing about Cam Howard on yesterday, I wasn't really too surprised. When you look down at this Alabama roster and the potential names that could transfer, not transferring just because Alabama isn't a good school or anything like that, but Alabama is just so deep at some of these positions, particularly at defensive back, which Cam Howard was. They're just so deep at certain positions, so it's kind of hard to find playing time for everybody. So seeing Cam Howard leave yesterday, that kind of stung, but wishing him nothing but the best, because he was a player while he was here. He handled it his time here with Grace. He approached every practice the way you'll want Alabama defensive back to approach it. So just wishing him the best, Cam Howard, for sure. Sorry it didn't work out here. Because he was by way of transfer as well. He came in the class of 2023, I believe, from Charlotte. A guy from a lower school that took a chance on himself at the big level. And it didn't really materialize here in Tuscaloosa. But just happy for him and just wishing him nothing but the best.
And of course, we've got the post from Cam Howard. You're talking about his, explaining why he's leaving Alabama, where he says, "Roll Tide Nation, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a part of an NFL-style defensive system that sharpened my football IQ, strengthened my body, built my mindset as a world-class safety. Thank you to Coach DeBoer, Coach Womack, and Coach Jones for the elite coaching, 5-star development, daily competition against the best talent in the SEC. To my teammates, we've been battle-tested together, and the bonds we've built will last a lifetime. After much prayer and discussion with my family and NFL mentors, I have decided to enter the transfer portal. God bless, Cam Howard."
Yeah, like I said, that's just a kid that like I said, took a chance on himself coming from Charlotte, the Charlotte 49ers, at the lower FBS level, and came to Alabama 2023, and kind of just got lost in the shuffle. With Alabama just having so many talented defensive backs, it's kind of hard to find playing time for everybody, and he just continued to go to practice and work as hard as he did, and it just didn't materialize in Tuscaloosa, but he still has a 3 years of eligibility left in front of him, so I'm hoping that he can make it work out at another place, and hoping we can be hearing from him again, in the future. But also just with Rob Montgomery as well, he was a 4-star in Alabama's 2023 recruiting class, and he's just another one of those players as well that just kind of got lost in the shuffle. It's not that the player's not working hard, but just all the depth that Alabama has, and with Alabama being a powerhouse, they don't rebuild, they reload. Everybody knows this in college football. Alabama just continues just to reload and reload and reload. So unfortunately, Rob Montgomery, he was just one of those players also that just got lost in the shuffle. So wishing him nothing but the best for sticking out as long as he did in Tuscaloosa. But that brings Alabama's transfer portal count to 3.5 players, I believe, because of course Bubba Howard, also him, the receiver, he was a receiver in the class of 2023. He had hit the transfer portal in the middle of the season, so I think Alabama's transfer portal count is now to 3 players. Might be missing a player, I'm not sure, but so far my count is 3. But that's not bad compared to where you see what other programs have and stuff like that. You're looking at Auburn and stuff like that, and how their situation is falling apart. They just lost their 5-star quarterback Deuce Knight from the class of 2024. They lost him. They've lost several receivers in their receiver room, or they've lost Malcolm Perry, a receiver that they had in their receiver room. They lost some. Malcolm Simmons, that's the receiver they lost. They lost Perry Thomas, another receiver, and they just lost their prize receiver, Cam Coleman, big receiver that has a lot of NFL traits and stuff like that. But like I said, Alabama, it could be worse. Like I said, they don't have the problems that literally their in-state rival Auburn has, but hopefully we can kind of benefit from their problems too. Because of course with transfer portal there's subtraction, but there's also addition as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because you were talking about this on this article from Bama Hammer that you wrote on. You're talking a little bit about how this could be our game. Yeah, that would be a huge win if Cam Coleman decides, you know what, I don't want to be 5-7 anymore. I want to actually win. I want to go to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I did some diving on the Cam Coleman situation yesterday once he hit the transfer portal. Once again, that's Auburn's number 1 receiver, a 6'3", big body type receiver, has a lot of NFL potential. Over the last 2.5 years, caught 93 passes, 13,000 yards, and 13 touchdowns in 2 years. With the subpar Auburn offense, and you still seeing all the production that the kid was able to produce. There was some predictions about where his future spot may be in 2026. Alabama was one of the contenders. Texas A&M was also another contender, and LSU was also another contender. It's actually in the article, Jackson. If you go up and you click on the print where it says Coleman sweepstakes. The Cam Coleman sweepstakes.
There we go.
Yeah, and these are some of the predicted spots for the prized former Auburn receiver. Like I said, he's a local kid. He's from Phoenix City, actually. In Alabama has a defensive back from Phoenix City as well. His name is Red Morgan, and he went to high school with Cam Coleman, and hopefully that with Alabama also hiring Auburn's former offensive coordinator Derek Nix to be their wide receivers coach replacing Jamarcus Shepard. Alabama could have the inside track on Cam Coleman. Maybe, hopefully, I haven't heard anything, but still the same. Cam Coleman could be in Alabama sights, but then again, Cam Coleman, with a player of that magnitude, his price range might be high. So really depends where. Really depends what Alabama's willing to spend. But like I said, he already has ties on the Alabama roster with Red Morgan, and him and Red Morgan, like I said, went to high school together, two Phoenix City natives, city in Alabama, and they're boys. So Red Morgan, hopefully Red Morgan putting in some good words along with Coach Nix as well to try to make that possibility for Alabama football. Like I wrote in the article, I'm not sure what his price tag will be. He's a receiver that's had a lot of production and stuff like that. But Alabama could sure use him because they're about to lose Jeremy Bernard, could potentially lose Isaiah Horton. Isaiah Horton's a junior, but he's generating a lot of NFL buzz just just with his 6'4" frame and what he's been able to do for Alabama down the stretch. But we already got a confirmation of Ryan Williams coming back to Alabama, but and we got Latzer Brooks already on board, and got Cedarian Morgan, our the lone receiver they signed in the 2020-26 recruiting class. So if Alabama could add a talent like Cam Morgan, that would be huge. Yeah, that would definitely be huge. But like I said, it's more so just going to come down to probably what his price tag will be, what his asking price is, what Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb and Courtney Morgan, Alabama's general manager, are willing to spend on receivers in the receiver room. But that could be a possibility. Just saying, got a lot of traction there. Just because with Red Morgan, him and Red Morgan being close, Alabama already having his former offensive coordinator, now the receiver coach, Derek Nix, and Alabama already had previous interest in the kid coming out of high school. So maybe we can connect these dots. Who knows? I mean, if he want to win, he want to win football games, and he don't want to go 5-7, like you said, Jackson. Tuscaloosa might be the place, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, just don't be going to LSU because that's where you learn how to be a turd. But
no, you don't say that because LSU got receiver production. LSU actually does have good receiver production. You look at Jamar Chase, you look at Justin Jefferson, you look at Malik Neighbors, and then Lane Kiffin. They just got Lane Kiffin. So I wouldn't talk down on LSU too much, but of course we want them to
LSU.
But of course we want them to come to Tuscaloosa for sure. But Alabama, Texas A&M, LSU, those are some of the early contenders in the Cam Coleman sweepstakes. Hopefully Alabama can stand out and hopefully try to get them to take a discount or something. We'll see. If not, they also have another talented receiver. Auburn also has another talented receiver that they just lost in Malcolm Simmons. Maybe Alabama can get their hands on him. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm just saying that because Coach Nix, like I said, he coached some of these talented receivers, and I know that connection still has to be there. Somebody still has somebody's number. So hopefully that Alabama, if they're looking for help by way of receiver in the transfer portal, they might be able to make a few calls because, like I said, still got a lot of talented receivers in that receiver room. Ryan Williams, Latzer Brooks, Derek Meadows, Cedarian Morgan. For what it's worth, Jalen Mbakwe even said he was coming back. So it really just depends, though. But those right now, we just really spitballing ideas at the wall, hoping some stick, maybe some stick. We'll see though. But the transfer portal officially opens on January 2nd. Alabama, we will know by January 2nd whether their season will be extended or not. So big week coming up. So the transfer portal slowly heating up. Like I said, we had the losses of Cam Howard and Rob Montgomery, bringing Alabama's transfer portal total to 3, but could be adding some big names, hopefully. we'll see. We do have some big names. We'll definitely break it down here on the Voice of College Football on Alabama Primetime, whether that's Monday or Tuesday. So yeah.
Oh yeah, we always break it down all right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. Make sure we're keeping you updated as much as possible. And we got Rough Rider wishing us a happy new year. And a happy new year to you too, Rough Rider. We appreciate you always tuning in to Alabama with the Voice of College Football, to Crimson Tide Live, the college show, Primetime Live show. We appreciate you very much. And we're getting a score update from Godfather of the SEC that Illinois is beating Tennessee in the Music City Bowl.
Oh yeah, first I want to wish our last viewer a happy New Year's and stuff like that. Also on the score update, man, Tennessee, man. I never root for Tennessee, of course. Hate Tennessee, hate everything about them. Hate Naylor Stadium, hate the orange, hate all that. So, but would like to see them show a little bit more backbone for the SEC, because you know how they gonna try to trash the SEC. But screw Tennessee, It's always Tennessee over Alabama. Can't overlook that. So yeah, but we'll see what happens in the rest of the Music City Bowl for sure.
Oh man, the Bobby Hill Riz is running out on Tennessee. Your Heupel's Riz is run out for 2025.
You called him Bobby Hill, yeah, man.
He looks like an old Bobby Hill. That's like the funny part.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh man, I never told you who Brett Bielema looks like. So you know how they got the new Beavis and Butthead out on Comedy Central? I keep it out when I say this. And you know how they got like the old Beavis and Butthead segments where like old Butthead's like baldy, got the beer on one hand and all? That's who Brett Bielema looks like. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's like the Music City. It's basically a ball game of coaches who look like Mike Judge cartoon characters. It's like we always need a good laugh, especially on before the old year ends and to get ready for the new year. Oh man, and yeah, and here we go. We've got the merch all right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. You know, it's never too early to go shopping for some Valentine's Day gifts.
Yeah, or just to bring the year in general with some swag from the Voice of College Football at our Alabama channel. Like I said, we have the hats, we got the T-shirts, we got the polo tees, we got the regular tees, we got the cotton sweaters, we got the mugs, we got the cups. We got a little bit of everything here on the Voice of College Football channel at the Alabama channel here. Just some merch that helps us make a buck, and you get some cool stuff on also. So it's a win-win on both sides. Definitely want to tap in at VLCFB hyphen / shop forward the Voice of College Football Alabama channel, and the link's right there at the bottom of the screen. Definitely want to tap in and get yourself some good merch to bring in the year, whether that's Valentine's Day, whether you got a birthday in January, birthday in February. I know I got a birthday in February, so definitely want to tap in.
Nice. What is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say February. I ain't gonna tell the show yet. I'll tell them in the new year.
Oh, there we go, man. Yeah, because I can't wait to celebrate it, man. Like, we're going to dedicate a show to your birthday, man.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing you'll learn about, like, being part of Voice College Football is, like, we don't celebrate birthdays for a day. We celebrate it for a week. We call it I celebrate birth weeks, and I'll make sure everybody gets to celebrate their birthday for a week, man. There we go. It's like, we're going to make sure this year's birthday is going to be fun for you, man. You're going to have a good time.
Oh, for sure. But just getting into some other parts of the show as well. We also got some just some more talk just from the players and the media and stuff like that down there in Pasadena, California. Players are continuing to talk and stuff like that. Trying to see.
Yeah. Because I think like Kane Womack was speaking on the media days because he was talking a little bit about what he thinks the key will be in defending Indiana QB Fernando Mendoza. We've got an article from old Trevion as he's got that magic all right there on Bama Hammer and all right here on Alabama Voice College Football, and he's talking. And you talked a little bit about it's going to be a tremendous challenge. That's what Kane Womack was talking about, and and you want to stop the QBs like anytime, doesn't matter what time.
Yeah, especially Fernando Mendoza, our starting linebacker, Deontay Lawson said it himself. This is probably going to be the best quarterback that Alabama football has faced in the calendar board era. Kane Womack said, I want to stop quarterbacks whether they won the Heisman Trophy or not. But certainly, I think they've won the Heisman Trophy. It's a tremendous challenge for us. I mean, he is operating at a high level. He's executing at a high level. So when you watch tape and you challenge really, and the challenge really, the rally cry for our guys is going to have to operate at a consistent level, and you're going to have to take away those windows that he's wanting to get the ball through. So that's pretty much what Kane Womack is saying. With facing a quarterback like Fernando Mendoza, it's gonna be key. He kind of spoke about it here. He can explain it better than I can, but yeah.
Excuse me. We've probably been as healthy as we have been in a number of weeks. You got some of the early enrollees out here, so that's always nice with these new freshmen coming in here. Kind of like Christmas morning, right, for a coach, right, to get to play with all the new toys you recruited, and those guys have got a great demeanor and bringing some energy out there to practice. And our older guys are doing a great job of continuing to build a legacy of how we do things and play in the standard of Alabama's defense. I think obviously we got a great opponent in Indiana coming up. I had some really great times there and had some special moments and some great memories of my time in Bloomington. Kalen and I met each other there and coached together as coordinators, and so some really great memories in that position. I think the world of Coach Signetti and his staff. They've done a really tremendous job. Their administration has done a phenomenal job. Scott Dolson, their athletic director, of just everybody pulling the rope in the same direction. And it's awesome to see what they have done with their program in 2 years. Offensively, I think they are highly efficient, very explosive. That starts with their quarterback. He knows where to go with the ball. He's very decisive, makes great decisions with the ball, and can make all the throws and can make the explosive plays when it matters most. They're very disciplined, very detailed, probably as disciplined and detailed as an offense as we have faced. I think their physicality shows up on tape. They play the game physical from an offensive line standpoint. Their tight ends and blocking, their run game. I think they do a great job of if you'll give them 4 yards in a cloud of dust, they'll take it all day long. And they've got great RPO answers matched off of their run game as well. But I think the thing that stands.
There we go, and we've got some film of Keelan Russell throwing to Sedarian Morgan at practice. There we go. Some more practice. Here we go. Oh,
that's just Sedarian Morgan, the early enrollee for Alabama, the 6'5", 5-star receiver, the lone receiver that they signed in the 2020-26 class. Seeing him getting some work with former 5-star, highest rated quarterback in Alabama's history, recruiting history, and Keelan Russell, I'm referring to. So just good to see some of those players get some of that work and stuff like that. Some of those young players, as Kane Womack alluded to, and stuff like that. It's good to see them finally, quickly getting acclimated to life as a college football player. You see Jet Tamala there, number 6, Alabama's 4-star quarterback, working out with Keelan Russell, Austin Mack, and and Ty Simpson, you see he's just fitting in seamlessly. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from the early enrollees that are getting a chance to practice there with Alabama in Rose Bowl prep.
And those video clips are from Blake Byler at Bama Online from On3, bringing that magic on there. And there we go. We've got Jet Tamala and Sterling Morgan from AL.com. Here we go. He's getting his stretches in.
Yeah, just showing some more 4-star quarterback Jet Tamala. Like I said, just really excited to see some of these players get their chance, to put on that Alabama practice uniform and see what they're made of. So Darren Morgan already looks the part there. Like I said, a 6'5" receiver, a big body receiver. You're already seeing what he can do. And Jet Tamala as well. He's definitely looking the part. Already looking like he's a college quarterback. I'm liking what I'm seeing from there. I'm just excited. This could be the future of Alabama football, whenever that future may be. Jet Tamala and Sadarian Morgan. So very good to see those two getting acclimated quickly to life at Alabama. So while Alabama's getting ready for their Rose Bowl prep.
There we go. Yeah, Jet Tamala is always looking ready to make his next move. Like watching the guys, he's like, okay, got to make sure everybody's ready. There we go.
Yeah, I like that release he got. Little quick release. So like I said, those were just some clips of Alabama's early enrollees, Jet Tamala, particularly in Sadarian Morgan. They had a total of 9 early enrollees as well. So both on offense and defense. So just good to see those early enrollees getting that experience overall in Pasadena, California, and seeing what the travel schedule is like, and just getting accustomed to Alabama football.
There we go. I'm pretty excited to see what's gonna happen. I love seeing what we're seeing from our QBs, and we've always got that Nets man up mentality. And best part is there's no injuries. We're the healthiest we've been all season heading into the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, definitely no injuries so far. This has definitely been the cleanest injury report before a game that I can remember for Alabama, and I think that was a pretty big indicator that things are turning up for Alabama as they move closer to kickoff and stuff like that. Trying to get that injury report pulled up for the viewers here now.
Here we go. There it is, folks.
Yeah, both injury reports looking pretty clean. Like I said, Indiana also outside of the guys that Alabama and Indiana already previously had out for the season, it's not looking like many guys are probable. Indiana having a guy probable, but probable basically means you're good. So
oh yeah, probable definitely means you're in. Likely.
Yeah. You're just waiting for the last little green light, but to see that both teams are pretty much coming into this matchup healthy, I'm happy to see. So may the best team win. Hopefully it's not no excuses and nothing like that. Hopefully that we can maintain the health throughout the game, and so we can just get the best version of the Rose Bowl possible. Still bracing for some inclement weather and stuff like that potentially, but to see that both teams are at full strength is a real good sign, because like I said, for it to be game 15 and the injury report to look as spotless as that look, I think that's pretty big. And so yeah, I'm just excited as we almost under 48 hours to kickoff. So yeah.
Oh, we're ready to rock and roll for Thursday. It just looks pretty good about where we're heading.
Yep, we've already seen the Alabama Crimson Tide land. Like I said, we saw several practice clips. We've heard from the players and stuff like that. So it's pretty much just almost time to play football, So just liking the direction that Alabama is trending, and liking what I'm hearing from the players, liking what I'm seeing in practice. So ain't nothing else to do but spot that ball and get it going.
Let's go. We're ready to roll. We're ready for game day to come already. It's gonna be fun. It's like we've got so many hours. We've got so many minutes. I mean, who needs those New Year's Eve, New Year's Day shows when we've got college football, especially the Alabama Indiana matchup on New Year's Day in the 2026 edition of the granddaddy of them all. And you're shopping on Amazon. You're definitely shopping on there, sometimes during the week, sometimes on the weekends. But what you want to do is shop on Amazon using the link to support the Voice College Football. You don't need to buy the product displayed. It doesn't cost you a penny, and you get the same shopping experience. And the link is all right there in the chat. So if you're shopping on there, what you want to do is click on that link. Boom. You're doing a little something for Voice College Football, and you're getting a little something for yourself as well. Win for everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
So definitely tap in on that link for sure. Like I said, it's a win-win for everybody. Helps us make a buck, and you don't have to buy the product, but definitely just helps us keep going, so we can provide you with all this good coverage on the latest things, Crimson Tide. So definitely hoping that you guys can get to that. Yeah.
There you go, man. Well, I guess we're going to sign off here in just a little bit. But, before we head off for the night, Trevion, what we got going on Bama Hammer for those who don't know, man?
The magic I got going on at Bama Hammer, really just playing it by the ear. Players still doing media days. I know it's a media day tomorrow. Before the game, before kickoff. So just looking for these last minute headlines and stuff like that. Also enjoying some of these other ball games before Alabama gets to gets to 3 o'clock on Thursday. So using these ball games is just my appetizers until Alabama can till we can see what they can do versus Indiana. But overall, just excited. Slow week for me. But trying to bring in the new year right. So yeah, not really much going on to answer your question though. Yeah,
that's okay, man. By the way, I love that T-Town shirt. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, for sure. Thank you. Just something I got on. Yeah.
There you go, man. So tell your friends, your family, and the cashiers at Pubs about the magic that Trevion Ware brings. All right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football, and the magic that he writes on Bama Hammer at Fansided. And give him a follow at TWare1K on X, because he not only talks a lot about Alabama football and all over college football, but he also talks a lot about the Dallas Cowboys and a lot about the NFL. And I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed with his NFL takes. You'll love it. I love it, and you'll love it too. That I can guarantee. And you can check me out on Jackson Johnson 979 on my personal YouTube channel, where I'm 269 subs away from the magic number 1,000. And you can check me out on SEC at the Voice College Football, where it's basically 4 subs away from 1,300 subs, but also it's basically 704 subs away from that magic number 2,000. And you can also check us out all right here on Alabama with the Voice College Football, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. But we are having the post-game show Thursday night after the game. And since Thursday is a holiday and we've got post-game show, we've decided to move the call-in show with Jeffrey and myself to 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern at Friday, January 2nd. But, we will keep you updated on the schedule at hand. Holiday's been kind of wonky, and, we're just going to make sure we keep you all updated as much as possible. That's why we've got the community post. And for more updates, what I've got going on my side, on Alabama with the Voice of College Football, and much more, check me out on Jacksonville CFP on @/Twitter and on Instagram. That's Jackson Johnson 543908. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell to Alabama with the Voice of College Football, so you never miss no video whatsoever. And we will be seeing you soon, right after the Rose Bowl. And roll Tide.
Shit.